Hey everybody, I figure I'd do a little vlog here about something now that always been in the back of my mind for a while now. And this concerns a little subject I spoke of a couple of videos back. But, it needs to be brought up like once again, and highlight what happened last week, Of course, I'm speaking of abuse. Physical, mental, emotional, and verbal. A couple of friends, I mentioned this before, a couple of people that I knew back in Michigan and then here in the state of Texas went through some traumatic experiences with abusive boyfriends. One of them decided to go back to them, decided to rekindle their romance, only to get her ass beat once again by this piece of trash. Why? Because the guy always appears to be charming. Now, she did beat him up as well, but probably into self-defense, but still, you don't hit a woman. If a woman's about to punch you, you grab her wrist or arms or whichever and slam, put it down on the floor or on the ground or on the table or the counter and say, no, you're not going to hit me. I don't care, In addition to that, a couple other people, one woman I knew back in Michigan had to get rid of her boyfriend because he was doing the same. Another friend of mine who lives in Mississippi went through that same problem. In fact, and another friend who lives in the Houston area, she posted some pictures of what her boyfriend did to her, and it's not fucking good looking, that's for sure. It's fucking horrible to watch that shit. It just pisses us off, Seeing some people we knew or we know go through that kind of shit, it breaks our hearts and it makes us angry. It makes us want to pick up a gun or a weapon or a knife and go after this son of a bitch for what they did. At the same time, I had a war of words last week with this one son of a bitch who called me out a couple of years back because, I commented on his ex-wife's, status that how she was abused by this guy. He messages me first saying, you don't know about me. You don't know about my situation. Now, he's slamming me left and right, And in the midst of this message, he says the following quote, now, is Earl going to be a good boy? Which is what abusers say to their spouses while they're beating the crap out of them. That's what they say to their victims. So he outed himself right then and there. But he made a few fake accounts in the past to go after me, to troll me. I deleted them, of course. I blocked them both. He gets busted for beating up another woman. He was supposed to serve 5 years in the penitentiary, but for some fucking oddball reason, he gets out early. He's on parole. Right away, he starts in on his ex-wife and me. Now, I'm not going to give the name of this motherfucker because I don't want to make him famous. I don't want to give this bastard any attention. So I replied back to his post and saying, listen, motherfucker, you did this to you. And don't come up with that bullshit saying I destroyed your marriage. You did that when you laid your hands on your wife. He starts in on me. He's calling me out for this reason, calling me out for that. I call him out, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So finally, you know what? Finally, we exchanged. It was all day that we had this exchange of words. So finally, I said, "Fuck it, I'm blocking his bitch ass." Now, if I understand, his ex-wife, messaged me on Facebook saying, well, why did you have to engage with him? Why did you have to, you can't make him listen. He's stubborn. He won't listen. He's a sad, sick man. He's a son of a bitch. And don't DM any of my friends looking for this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Leave my buddies out of this. Do not engage with him. Well, the reason I did that is because where I was brought up, when somebody went after you, you did not turn the other cheek. You went after them. That's how I was raised. But you know what? With a person like this guy, you can't make them listen. They don't want to reason. They believe they're right and everybody else is wrong. So fuck this loser. I blocked him, and for all I understand now, he's posting some shit about me, which, okay. But no one's made any comments. Nobody is stuck up for the guy. And no one's hit that like button on his status and all that, You can't make this fucker listen. Now, something here I also want to get into was the audio clip of Scott going after Bex. We heard the tape. And shout out to Minnesota Vikings fan for recording that, sending it to Dave Rose, and sending it to Mars Mirror. It's on his channel right now. For Alien Boy to go off on one of his longtime supporters just for talking to someone else who Scott who considers his enemy, is just outright wrong. That was verbal abuse of what he did. At the same time, she went through some personal tragedies. And does she need this on top of that? Fuck no. It's just, here's the thing that, what is up with these guys? What is up with these dudes, doing that? We hear guys talking about, how they are afraid to date women, they're afraid to compliment women, how they look and all that stuff. They're afraid, to the point where they just don't want to touch, they can't talk to them because of this Me Too bullshit that's going on. Well, it's people like these are one of the main reasons why the Me Too movement started. Sorry about that, hair's getting in my face. It's because of these bastards that good little guys like myself, who have never hit a woman, never struck one, never laid any physical, emotional, or mental abuse to any of the women I was involved with. It makes us look at like the villains as well. And some of the women out there who went through this kind of shit, they go on hating men. And they'll later take it out on good, respectable dudes like myself. And it makes me angry. It makes me reluctant to go on any dates, or it makes me reluctant to, to go back into the dating scene. Because I know it's going to be happening. We can't, especially now with this SJW Me Too, you know, and ultra feminism bullshit going on, you know. No, I'm not against women at all. I'm not a sexist, you know. If a woman does well at the job, you know, she deserves a pay raise, you know, at the same time this dude does, you know. Also got to mention this, you know. One of our head chefs, whose name I will not reveal as well, he got his ass tossed out because he was too busy hitting up on all the female servers. Some of those female servers later left because they were uncomfortable, you know. Now, in company policy, you're not supposed to do that, especially at our workplace, you know. But this guy, you know, just really didn't want to listen, you know. And the thing is that this guy, he had a baby. He just had a newborn, from what I understand. And he's sitting up on all these younger girls, you know, because, oh, I'm the head chef. I could do what I want. Give us a break. I'm basically saying this to all the guys out there. The guys who got their shit together, you know. I said this before, I'm going to repeat it, you know. I don't care how much the woman pisses you off, gets you so triggered, gets you boiling mad to the point where you just want to knock something out. Punch a wall. Break your mirror. Go out to either outside, you know, go to a gym, work out your frustrations there. Take a baseball bat, hit your plastic trash can with it. And do it far away. Don't do it when your girlfriend or wife is with you, because that's gonna put fear in her mind and her heart. You know, that's all I'm going to say for now. I thought I had to get this out of there. It's been in the back of my mind for a while, and I hope little Bex is doing okay, you know. Alright, and Joe Cronin, I know you posted on Twitter that you missed me calling in. I'll do that this Friday. We don't have nothing going on Saturday, so I'll be there. I'm Dr. Earl. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Peace out, people.